This video is sponsored by Paradox Interactive. How often do you think about the Roman Empire? Wait, didn't we do this bit last time? The new EU4 DLC is here, and with new DLC, that means new mission trees. And in this video, I'll be showcasing the most natural nation to form the Roman Empire. No, it's not anyone in Italy. It's not Austria. I'm of course speaking of the Aztecs. As part of this massive DLC, which many rumor is going to be the last EU4 DLC, the Aztecs get a very extensive mission tree. This mission tree includes buffs to your starting ruler Montezuma and permanent buffs to your entire culture. Additionally, it gives you the ability to become High American very early on in the game and take the fight back to the Europeans, where you can colonize them. In this future-length single-player video, we will play an Iron Man save, showcasing the entire mission tree, and at the very end, we're going to form the Roman Empire for the meme. All just in this one video for my beloved viewers, so enjoy. Alright, so let's begin. Aztecs, normal difficulty, Iron Man mode. I'm not going to do any freaky things like some fast reforms or any exploits like that. As a matter of fact, we're going to be playing this actually quite vanilla, or as intended. There's the main reason for that is that it's actually kind of fun. In my opinion, one of the more fun areas to play is in Mexico in these first 40-50 years. Of course, you have this Doom mechanic. This is even before the patch, where you basically tick up Doom depending on how many provinces you had and how many reforms you've passed. In this case, of course, we're 0 reforms and we start as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 provinces. That is nothing new. What is new, though, is our new unique government. Of course, we still can't click the government reforms tab, but you can see right here, we can do bloodletting practice that gives us tonali. Tonali gives us morale of armies, manpower, and culture provinces and accepted provinces. And we can change that or add on to that by doing the Nahuatl deities, which switches up your bonuses from tonali. Tonali represents the life force within all humans, as they once gave their blood to protect us. Now we must give them back in order to strengthen them against doomsday. Our current patron is Huitzilopochtli. We can also click this right away in the beginning, sacrifice some people, boom, 15 tonality already gained, and we can already change it right here. And we can change it to core cost and aggressive expansion, construction cost development in primary cultures, and national unrest and missionary strength. We're going to go with core cost reduction at max level. And you can see here we can gain from being at war. We gain from casualties in battles, from temples being constructed, or from exploiting development. So we actually have a strategy already in mind here. Here I'm just going to quickly do the estates and then just show you what it looks like afterwards. There's a couple things that are interesting here. One thing to mention before I do that, though, is we do have an infantry combat ability one, where we can get another 10% if we exploit obsidian, so we can get 20% infantry combat ability, which is insane. We do start with a triple alliance, gives us income from vassals, vassal force limit contribution, liberty desire from subjects development, but it does give us a governing capacity modifier and minus governing capacity, kind of like we're Prussia or something like that, but instead with vassals. Another really important thing that we want to take at some point is the trade range, which would normally not be a big deal, but in this region right here, we only have one mercenary company. But if we conquer this province and get the trade range, we will be able to reach far enough to get these two merc companies as well in the future. Since we'll be warring so much, it's going to be quite important. We can make Montezuma a general 4-5-5-2, and he's also a legendary conqueror. -5 separatism, +10 shock damage. I'm actually going to do this. Get rid of that and then get us more prestige. I like to go for the discounted advisors here. You can go for 2 of them. Of course, scamming our nobility. That's like a standard opener now. But we might be able to scam our burghers as well. Yeah, number of loans and also manpower. So we can get a army organizer discounted and a trade efficiency or a master of mint guy discounted. I'm going to go for the master of mint guy discounted. So, you know, increases the odds of both. We can cancel this one right here. And we can also just pay back all the loans. We did lose a little bit of money there, but that will accept that condition and give us a master of mint. It might be a bad idea, honestly, to make Montezuma a general because it increases the likelihood of him dying. And of course, with this new mission tree, by the way, this is the new full mission tree right here. With this new mission tree, the starting missions all give bonuses to Montezuma. As you can see here, this will give us vassal force limit and monarch power tributes from tributary states as long as Montezuma is alive. This one right here will give liberty desires subjects as long as Montezuma is still alive. Stuff like that. This one right here, it gives vassal force limit contribution and income from vassals as long as Montezuma is alive. So keeping Montezuma alive is nice for some bonuses in our mission tree. They're not absolutely necessary. As a matter of fact, the bonuses aren't even that big. Like, you know, vassal force limit contribution, I guess, is pretty nice. But if you have no manpower, what's it mean for to have a vassal force limit contribution? And keep in mind, this region has very low manpower in the provinces. Something that I've noticed from playing in this region is that most of the provinces have like 3 to 2 or 1 manpower development. Even our capital, Mexico, has 2. By the way, I'm just going to do this on the first tick. Expand infrastructure on Mexico right away. I will make Montezuma a general. Of course, you can also cheese this. We are in Iron Man mode, but you can cheese this. The 3-star general, wow. You can cheese this and just bird every time he dies. I don't know. That's kind of a bit lame. But our first war is going to be against Tlaxcala. Some people like to make allies in this region, but if I'm playing on normal difficulty, like I find the need for allies not necessary. We're just going to need to manage our manpower as good as possible. Also, it's a good idea to turn on the protect trade over here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to wait for the 11th of December. And we're going to go right away. By the way, getting the Merc stack, the free company immediately, it gives us our first mission. Rising amidst the lake. Reign of Montezuma has just started. Gives us those bonuses as well as 10 army tradition. So we're at 25 army tradition to start. So how do we reduce doom? The main way is by winning battles. We can reduce doom by winning battles. We can make our vassals sacrifice their leaders. And also we can occupy provinces. Those are all the key ways to reduce doom. Of course, if you're watching this video, many of you already know about the doom mechanic because it's nothing new. By the way, it's the 11th of December, which means we're going to start our first war. Flower Wars against Tlaxcala. And we got now an event related to the Pyramid of Tenochtitlan, which we can upgrade immediately by just spending admin and dip, which I'm totally fine with. We got it from level 2 to level 3, which is going to give us more doom reduction. And there's also a bonus that we can get through our mission tree later on. One thing I've noticed, I don't know if it's a patch thing, but the people around you are willing to give you Condot for free. Which is why I wasn't afraid to deck into 3 guys like this. Because from my experience, at least on the normal difficulty, the AIs like giving you Condot, and most of the time for free. I don't know what's going on there, but even in this case right here, we're just able to destroy them, absolutely stack wipe, destroy them. Because hey, look, we got a guy coming with us. Another stack wipe. That isn't even in the war, and he's doing it for free. In some cases, I've gotten 2 or even 3 AIs giving Condot for free, which is actually insane. Keep in mind, we do have religious diplomats, which is giving us more diplomatic reputation and also more base relations, which is making autonomy be very friendly to us. And you can see that a lot of people are just friendly to us for no reason. This is something new in this patch. And this is actually insane. What is this? Tlaxcala is in so many wars at the same time. Luckily, we got onto the province that we need to be on first. The AI is unironically ganking. We're going to do this just because it's already getting a lot crazy. And also, this is one of the provinces that you want to get immediately because there's a fort on there. The other one is Tlaxcala. Once you have this fort and this fort right here, sieging this area is a lot easier because it's just all level 1 forts. Then while this war is going on, we want to look for our next target. I've already found him. It's this guy right here. He is allied to Pura, which is a new name. I'm pretty sure this guy last patch had the name Tarascan or something like that. Tarasacan. So new name here. This is like our major rival in the area, and there's also a monument here. Oh, dude, they gave me the wrong nation for the sponsorship, man. I'm gonna butcher these names so hard, but it gives more diplomatic reputation, culture conversion time, and tonali gain modifier. Am I losing this battle? No, but I'm losing a lot of men. Surprisingly, that's his army stack wipe, so we can just wipe piece this guy here once we occupy one more province. And this guy right here, I think it's a horrible idea to do this, but you know, YOLO. Who are we at war with? Okay. Totanic is at war with us. All right. So we get into a defensive war. That does give us our next one, Crush Tlaxcala, which does give us a mission with more claims and also Montezuma. We get more modifiers, so the rise of Montezuma. And our vassals are disloyal. We can also take strong duchies as well to reduce their disloyalty. And these guys over here, we can also pay off our burger loans, keep those loans going, and increase our inflation. Keep in mind, we have a lot of gold mines, so our inflation is just going to be going high. And yeah, our doom is going to be going higher because we took 2 more provinces. But yeah, getting these provinces are so important. I think if you're playing this like a vanilla, non-exploity way, getting those provinces just makes this conquest a lot easier. And Otomi is still helping me. Like, this is better than an ally. It's just this guy just going around helping me like this. This probably will get patched out because it wasn't there the patch before, but who knows, chat? Maybe it won't, maybe it will. I'm going to keep improving relations with Otomi because I want to keep using his... Wait, he's in war too, and he's still giving us his condat. This guy's insane.
I just wanted to say... thanks.
And that's another vassal acquired. There's also the Mesopotamian tributary, which I haven't talked about. Before we piece out this next guy, what newborn daughter? 366. Yes, I will take that. 366. The Schizzos will say I'm playing on a special build that gives me better events than normal. Maybe I am. We're going to declare war on this guy first because we're going to actually take 2 more provinces. By the way, I am in a military focus here, guys. We will be taking techs, even though they're going to be super expensive. Just specifically the mill techs. Maybe some admin techs. I've debated whether it's worth filling out your first idea group while you wait for to reform fully. I think it might be worth. So there's definitely going to be someone in chat saying like, no, actually, you should just do it this way, this way, this way. This is what I've found, chat. And for this one, I'm actually going to make this guy my... tributary, Mesoamerican tributary. This is a new one. So instead of a vassal, we're going to make him a tributary, and we're going to make him give us mill power. This makes the liberty desire a lot less, and also we get a monarch point from them instead of, you know, being a vassal. And here we go. We're also going to do this and make this guy also our tributary state, our Mesoamerican tributary state. And there we go. That gives us 5. Yes, tributes count. The Mesoamerican tribute counts towards your religious reforms, which is really cool. Let's see who's loyal and disloyal. We do have 2 vassals that are disloyal. That's fine. We'll lose them, but we keep our tributes. So we're going to click this. They will regret this. And that's our first reform done, which also gives us Nourishment of the Gods, which we can click, giving us a 75% discounted advisor, which we can level up once. Now we have a level 3 advisor for 2 ducats a month. And we also have enough to reduce our doom by 10 by clicking this for 40 tonali, religious festival, where we're going to be cutting people's hearts open, probably. And we also want to make this guy give us military power. And you can see just got plus 40 from event, Liberty Desire. This is where a lot of people might mess up because we added 3 provinces. We're getting 9 doom. And even though we passed the reform, we're still not really losing as that much. And we're actually gaining 5 doom a year. It's actually important here that we take some good battles. Next, we're going to go for Tlapnek, which means that our Otomi buddy is gone. Rip. I really loved having that guy, but it's over now. Of course, our tributes do not join these wars. They're just tributes, just like normal tributes. They just have the name Mesoamerican, and we can sacrifice the ruler too, if need be. You know, we need to reduce doom or something like that. But already, you know, we've done 1 reform. Our doom is already going down. We're taking a bunch of battles. This is probably not the best battle to take until we get all of our army together. We are going to have some manpower issues very soon. Keep in mind that since we took this one, if we take this right here, the trade range, 10% trade range, that should give us access to these guys. Yes. So we do actually get access to some more mercenary companies. And we're just going around beating these guys up. And we're ready at 35 doom. Need 25 though. And Montezuma lived 5 years for me. Oh, weird. My game crashed. Jokes aside, just so you guys don't think it's unstable. I did that on purpose, if you could not tell. Yeah, you could do it like this, but, you know, 5 years of Montezuma living, like, come on, dude.
He's still rising.
Maybe, like, at least 10 years. Come on, game. You know, game, please. And we've had our first earthquake event, and we can lose doom for different things. We can even get 5 discipline, but minus 4k manpower when we're already lacking manpower is cope. So I'm just gonna go with the option that doesn't take manpower. I recommend you do the same. Now we just got a famine. This is now reminding me of my Qing campaign. I do like to reduce our inflation just to keep it below 2% here. Yeah, later on this is gonna suck when we're actually doing techs and stuff, but since we are going to catch up once we meet the Europeans, we can use our Monarch points for other things in the early game. Most valuable thing here is military, because we do want to take the military techs. That way we're less likely to get coalitioned. Also, we can dominate this region even better. We do have some of the best mill generation out of all of the Mexican states. Now we do have 5, but our doom is too high. But oh, look at this. We have something that's going to give us doom and also boost Montezuma to give us liberty, desire, and subjects. Well, actually, no, not liberty, desire. Income from vassals and vassal force limit contribution. And we can do our next doom reform. I'm going to go with the monthly war exhaustion next, which does put us at 70 doom. Jaguars and eagles, since we're making 13 mil a month. We get this. We get a general with 65 army tradition and 1 shock, which is good because I'm actually going to use that general over Montezuma. I don't want to use Montezuma anymore. Keeping him as ruling an army increases the odds of him dying. And oh, look, another minus doom event. Let's go. And we are going to continue our warpath. We can use our truce map mode here and see who we can declare war on next. Honestly, I should have probably went for the minus 20% stability cost on my second reform. I recommend you do that over the war exhaustion one. And this Mayan guy's got 4 allies. So I'm just going to wait until this guy becomes valid for war, which is 52. And then we'll just take 2 provinces and make him a tribute and go for these guys up here. Keep in mind that we only need 1 tribute to do our next reform, but we do need more doom reduction. Our doom is increasing right now by 3.1 a year, which is honestly not too bad. And we're keeping our tributes loyal. They are giving us 1 mil a month. If we do get this one right here, it'll be 2 mil a month. In order to get this mission, we need 5 subjects. None of them have a liberty desire over 30% and stability of 2. Oh, look at this. A stability event and doom, minus doom. And here we go. Next wars. It's kind of good that this guy has a lot of allies. We can even take this tech right now. Tech 2. It is so expensive. 1,000 mil for this. But it's going to make these wars a lot easier. Increasing our units' capabilities. And you can see where this fort that we took is so useful. They can't do anything until they get this fort right here. And it's on a highland, so it's going to be really good for us. And while our vassal is suiciding against 20k, they just go around confused because they're AI, and we can siege their ally in the south. And you can see, even though we're outnumbered here, we have the tech. It's actually quite big because it's unit stats, flat modifiers, and they're not together. We want to, of course, here just get people out of this war. Potomi and Zalsko, that's in here. Now here we've won this war, but we still have doom. What we can do, we can go to this guy. We can demand a sacrifice of his ruler. Fighting deep into the Yucatan right now. And it's actually really good because we're reducing doom so easily. And another earthquake. Let's go. More doom reduction. Hey. We're already winning the war against this guy. What we can do now is just take these 2 provinces so we get access to Tizotzil. And also make him our tributary state. Yes, we already have the necessary amount of tributaries that we need for the next reform, but I think that we can just blast through our reforms here, and we can actually get Tech 3 almost. Tech 2 Diplo. I'm not going to do that one. Actually, we can get this mission. Where is it? We can get the Triple Alliance mission here. Is it worth it though? That's the question. It gives you flat tax modifier and goods produced in Mexico. But is that worth it when we can get +1 goods produced when gold is worth more? I think it is worth it because we can get the tax modifier, which will help our income for the next 20 years, but also the manpower modifier in our capital, which is one of our higher manpower provinces. 6666. Wow, so much manpower. What we can do is turn this on, development edict, develop this one time, and then develop this one time, and develop this one time, which gives us... How'd I click this twice already? Do that. And click this. Will help in the economy department. It is what it is. Still not that great, but and actually we do have some debt, but it's fine. Our economy is gonna get magically fixed the moment we touch tips with any European. So there we go. Mill Tech 3 taken. Should be like the first in the area. Yeah, most of our people around us are in Tech 1 still, so it's gonna make us just way more powerful than any of our neighbors. It's so painful taking tech with this much minus, but we can catch up with points so easily with our new tributary system. We're going to be abusing the tributes here. And that gives us our next reform. That is 5. First, we have to kill the rebels, and then we can click it. And that's our next reform done. They will regret this. And we can now go back to the truce map mode and see who we can deck on next. We actually have a lot of people that we can deck on right away. Some of our tributes are still loyal. Zapotec, the vassal, is still loyal too. That's good, because now we only need to do one war. And we can actually do it against this guy right here. The Atomi. And with 3 reforms, we're getting 2.5 a year, even though we got all these provinces. Before we do this war, though, we should reduce autonomy in any provinces that are over 25. And we can now declare war on this guy, Flower Wars. It's going to bring in Atomi. One thing to keep in mind about Doom is that we do get minus aggressive expansion when we have high Doom, and when we have low Doom, when we have high Doom, we also do get plus tech costs. So if you are going to take the techs, my recommendation is to take them when your Doom is low. I'm dooming. All right, we're going to now expand a little bit more. With each reform, we expand a little bit more. Gotta make this guy, we'll take this province and then make this guy our tributary. This is the province with the workshop, so it's pretty nice to have. You could wait to click the tributary, the mission that gives the workshop here to get a counting house here, but I just click it anyways right away. I guess if you were trying to like really min-max, but it just blocks you from taking other missions, so that's something to consider. So now we do actually have enough vassals to do the next reform, but of course our Doom is too low. We're just gonna go around making people sacrifice their rulers while also occupying them, winning battles against them. Battles are honestly the best way to gain Doom. Winning the battles, they just reduce your Doom by a lot, and you're gonna have to do this because you get 50 Doom with every reform. It's like absolute must. All right, another sacrifice is made. Gonna keep chasing these guys around. We almost have enough Doom. Oh, that's enough Doom. We can now do this. Demand sacrifices from this guy. I've changed all of the tributes to admin now. We're gaining 1, 2, 3, 4 admin a year, which is not really that much, but it's something over the years. We're going to be gaining more admin than normal. And now we can actually click the hold religious festivals, more killing random people. That's going to let us get our next reform. We'll go over the diplomatic relations. They will regret this. And we want to do Dreams of Aztlan. That's going to make the culture here Aztec. Reducing war cost. And yeah, we're ready now on our last reform. We're only gaining 1.1 doom a year. Because we've kept our vassals and subjects loyal, we have enough to do the last reform. We just need to do more dooming, more doom reduction. And we can just do that by doing some more wars of conquest, because we don't really need to care anymore about having too many provinces, because we're on our last reform. We're just going to win a bunch of battles and reduce our doom and go do the last reform. Now that we're already like mill techs ahead of people, we can spend a little bit of mill tech developing. It actually does help our manpower quite a bit, just mill deving. It's actually probably way better than dip deving for now, just because of our manpower issues. It gives us our next mission, Mexico City of Tenochtitlan, which gives -10 development and local depletion chance -25 in Mexico. And then we also have this one right here, Huaytocali. Going to give us 100 run and also 100 admin power, and also unlocks the conditional modifier, which is missionary strength and tolerance of true faith. And that's global missionary strengths, of course. Wouldn't make sense if it was local, since this province is already Nahuatl, and I'm about to lose my merc stack. That's fine, because they're pretty depleted anyways. And we can now do roads of Potia. I did a couple more development. After you do 10 dev clicks in total, get roads for the Pocatica. This is going to give us upgraded versions for the end of the game of the established communities and inland trade routes. So this becomes upgraded, and this one becomes upgraded. I think it's all very small upgrades, like 5% upgrade to both. But we can actually do the improved relations here, because I am improving relations with my subjects just to keep them loyal. You can see now, though, most of them have like huge amounts. Like this Totanic, who've had for 4 cycles, has plus 140% from events. This guy has a plus 101. This guy right here has plus 70. So they're all disloyal just because of the doom events. If I didn't have that, the tributes would be very loyal. Do this, conquer those last 2 provinces. Click our next mission, expanding the Anahuahuac. Did I mention, by the way, that tributaries, the Mesoamerican tributaries, can be annexed? Yep. You can annex your tributaries, which is really freaking cool, because we don't have to release these guys. We can just keep them, exploit them for points, and then annex them at some point, if we want to. In this case, I do want to. But that's the last reform. They will regret this. And we are fully reformed. Our doom now does not grow. It just naturally goes down because of Tenochtitlan. Someone in chat is going to say I'm saying that wrong. We can also start colonizing thanks to the colonists that we have. And what we'll do, since we did do native repression policy, is we'll go on here and we will just kill all the rebels here. I mean the natives. And now there's no natives there, which is great. And we can now focus on wars while this colony is growing. For glory, God, and gold. Which God, though? Which God? Nice. Another permanent modifier. This one does increase autonomy, but autonomy won't be an issue later on when we have more crownlands. So that's -5 admin tech costs for the entire game. Seems they've added a lot more of these permanent modifiers, which is pretty cool. As long as we're Aztecs, as long as we keep our religion, we just have these permanent modifiers. There we go. We've annexed one of our tributes, and we're actually going to annex another one. Our goal right now is to get 5 tributes, so we can get this mission right here. Get 5 and all below 3. Also get to stability 2, which I'm going to do stability 2 right now. We can start getting tribute Monarch points from all of our tributes. Right now we can't anymore because Montezuma died. If we click this mission while Montezuma was still alive, we'd be able to get 2 Monarch points per tribute. Obviously, Montezuma is not going to live forever, so that's just something to keep in mind. If you really want to keep Montezuma alive forever, you could try. He'll eventually die, but you can try to get him to like 90 years old with enough birding. I don't recommend doing that because that sounds like not a lot of fun. But if you're that kind of person, I mean, whatever, do it. Oh, and look at that. The Mayan Frontier. 10 army tradition and 5 doom. By the way, because of the mission tree, right now we are at a cool 30% army infantry combat ability in 1481. We're also at 107.5 discipline, 4.26 morale. We're just completely dominating. Just to show you how big the difference is, we're just going around stack wiping everything. It's kind of funny. Like, oh, hello. Goodbye. But because we've continued our conquest here, we can now do this, and it's actually going to do minus 20% liberty desire in our subjects. Now our subjects are incredibly loyal. And just switch this to manpower. The ones, we're gonna just keep those manpower for now. The ones that can't give us points. We just need 2 more subjects right now, and once we get those 2 more subjects, we can click this and start getting power points from tributes, even if they're 1 province. You already know we're gonna abuse this. Now that we're at 0 doom, we will be taking some techs here again. The reason why I'm taking Diplotech is because I don't want to be getting the corruption. Probably not worth it. You know, the corruption is probably worth taking over, you know, wasting dip points that we can use for developing. But we are keeping up in tech here, and specifically in mill. And then admin, we want to get at least admin tech 5. And then we're going to stop taking techs. We're just going to develop and wait to do our reformation, our religious reformation. Oh, look, it's another permanent modifier, minus autonomy. That kind of offsets the plus autonomy we got from the other permanent modifier. First colony completed, and we're just going to continue colonizing here, doing the same tactic where we're going to kill all the natives. And another Mesoamerican tributary. Let's go. That's actually going to give us ruling the Tahanulatanani. It's going to give us 50 mil power. Spreading the social strata will make increased levies give regiment costs, which we already have, and distribute 5 mil development around. All of our subjects will lose 20 liberty desire. Mesoamerican will give plus 101 monthly tonality, which is nice. Okay. So our Mesoamerican guys are even more buffed. And we can do tribute to the capital, which is going to make it so we can wait for the month tick. Change all of our subjects to give mana, even if they are 1 development. At least that's what I understood. Yep, there it is. We can now get admin from all of our subjects. And we're just going to now turn everyone in Mesoamerica into our Mesoamerican subject and just generate an insane amount of mana that way and slowly annex them over the years to complete our mission tree. And since we aren't going to be coring and aggressive expansion doesn't really matter anymore, since everyone we can see is basically either our subject or too weak to even join against us, we can now do the construction cost and the development cost from Tonali. And now, while we're still unifying Mexico, first colonizers have arrived. And now that we have annexed more, we can click another mission here. This is rivaling the Pura. Going to give us more claims as well as local goods produced on grain and some ducats. This also gives us cultivation of maize, which gives us 5 development as well as a production building in Patsukaru. By the way, this monument, it has a max level, has ignore coring distance. We can core literally anything. That's very interesting, very good. It's going to be important for later. That's going to distribute 5 development on grain provinces. We're going to click that. And then seizing Tepic land, which is going to give a randomable province an area. The following, a production building, and gives us more money and more. The province that it chose is what? Alright guys, don't click this mission if you don't directly own the province and it's a tribute, because it doesn't work. It works with vassals, but not with tributes. Now we know. And while that's happening, we do pay off our last loan. And we continue with the church building. We've been building churches everywhere. We have development of temples for the -5 dev cost. And we're right now trying to get rid of this governing capacity malice, which we can do by doing this mission, which requires us to have 10 temples. And then after that, we can click this mission since we have 60 provinces in the area. It's also good that we're developing our obsidian sources. As you can see, we have obsidian all over Mesoamerica. We're going to need 50 development in the obsidian so we can get an additional 5% combat ability from this privilege right here. And that would put us at a total of 25. We're actually going to go with infrastructure first, which we should be able to clear pretty quickly. Aztecs do get -10 idea costs as a tradition. The reason why we're going to go infrastructure ideas is because we actually have an insane amount of construction cost modifiers. We can get 20 construction costs from Tonali. We can get -15 construction cost from our hold religious festivals. Then on top of that, we can get another 10% there. So our building cost is very cheap, and we can build up while we wait. And we can click another mission now, raiding the Chichen. It's gonna upgrade the tax building. We now have a great temple in Chichen Itza. Our biggest problem right now is our governing capacity, way over it. But right now, in order to remove our malices from the governing capacity, we just need to complete the Triple Alliance mission, which we're really close to doing. We already have the temple requirement. Now we just need to get our clergy to loyalty of 65. Look, it's the Castilians. Please colonize near us, guys, please. For the loyal clergy, the temples now give a bonus 10% tax, and additionally we can now remove the estate privilege that is giving us our governing capacity malice, or you can keep it. You can keep that debuff, but it's reduced, and you keep the buffs. So you keep all the vassal buffs, but then the governing capacity is halved. Instead of being -50%, it's -25%. I opted to completely remove. It's funny to me that we still have not found any Europeans, but we can get artillery. The Aztecs we have invented artillery of our own. All right, well, this Hasinaya like covered any colonization from happening from the north, so we're just going to go a little crazy here and just expand and snake all the way up here until we find maybe England or whoever's colonizing the north, and reform our religion that way, because it's time to reform. I'm tired of being primitive. And we clicked another mission, Quacapatulapec Aqueduct, which is going to give us prosperity growth and local development in Mexico from our city of Tenochtitlan. I'm mispronouncing everything, guys. Oh, look at this. If we develop this to 35, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we can get 5 crownlands back and construction time in Mexico and possible number of buildings. Initially, I thought I can turn all of the tribes in North America into my tributes, but unfortunately, the Mesoamerican tribute only works on Mesoamericans. Ew, what's our name placement? All right, next mission we can click is a culture of warriors. 10 manpower modifier and local defensiveness plus 15 from a privilege. Military culture. Every owned province that is Aztec will gain the following bonuses. Nice. Culture converting might be worth, because we got a lot of bonuses on our primary culture. The tonality we gain from battle casualties will have its maximum limit increased to 40. And we get tolerance of true faith plus 2 for 20. Okay. More tonali buffs. Oop-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Just killing my fellow natives. I see a blue. That France? I don't know. But we gotta keep going. Keep going. Oh, it's not France. Who are these people? By the way, just to show you how cheap building in some of our provinces are, -62.7 construction costs in some of our provinces. That's a barracks for 37 ducats. That's a manufactory for less than 200 ducats. And by some, I mean literally in just this one province. I forgot that we have the city of Tenochtitlan there. But other provinces are still pretty good. -42% in this province here. -37% in this province here. Wow, the Portuguese are so nice. They're dealing with our rebels. I could actually take on the Portuguese, even being tech behind. I wish I could see them, see where they are. All right, the push east continues. Oh. I don't know if I'm unlucky or this is just like the standard. I haven't played in this region or played a native since they added all these. Oh, I got insulted by Spain. Oh. I remember though, Spain attacking, because Spain gets claims. I don't... They still get claims, actually? Yeah, I think they do. Their new mission tree since... Oh. As I was talking about it. 10. They're tech 10. Could be good. This could be good. Oh my god. This could be good. You know why? Let's see. What do you want? What? Are you even able to take all that? We give them what they want. All right. That allows us to embrace institution. And then once they core, it will be a subject which we can declare war on immediately. This is where we turn around. A talented and ambitious daughter is born. 666. Yodel. Oh, I should call her the Spanish killer because we're going to kill Spain. Okay, he's coring more. 1, 2, 3, 4. He needs to core one more. Can't even core this stuff in the middle, but it's okay. It's going to turn into Spanish Mexico. We declare war and get all our cores back. And we also reform. And we're going to bring back the paint to Spain. How strong is Spain anyways? #1 GP. That's not a problem. That is actually not a problem. We can click beyond the known, which with the choice that we've done by having a province next to them and not fighting them, we get tech cost -5. I'm gonna wait until we reform to do this because there's it's gonna be just no use until we do that, which will be very soon. And when we reform, our income's also gonna boom because primitives get more from gold. Get less from gold. This is gonna be good. All right, it's time to reform our religion. We could wait for these guys to make their republic. Make their colony, which would be a republic. And then when we click the reform button, we would become a republic instead of a monarchy. But I don't want to do that. I want to be a monarchy. We have a 666 heir lined up. I want to be a monarchy. Let's do that. And there we go. We are now religiously reformed. We have the institutions. Our incomes are a lot better. And we should be around the 5th GP, higher than Ming. Actually, 4th GP, because we're even higher than Great Britain. Before we take the text, what we want to do is click on Beyond the Known. It's going to give us 100 admin and also 5 tech cost. And we also want to click this one right here, the Combating Diseases. This does give us another estate privilege for the Potia, which gives us 10 dev costs in primary culture. Pretty good. This also gives us access to another mission, the 5th Cradle, which is going to give us more tech costs till the end of the game, and also admin power right now. And that should reduce our tech costs, which we can use to Wait, there's no other missions we can click. Yes, there is no other missions to click. And there we go. We're caught up in tech for mill. Diplo, we're still behind. Admin, we're still behind. It's okay. We'll catch up. And for our next idea group, we'll do something military. I think we're going to just do quantity ideas. Makes sense. We get more infantry combat ability to stack with our already high infantry combat ability. And there's also naval stuff in there, which we're going to need to take on some of the naval powers like Spain. We can see Spain went exploration, expansion, offensive. We should be pretty good once we have more ideas. We do need to keep up an admin tech. And in 7 years, we can abdicate. We do also have the guy as a general in case that happens earlier. Also accept another culture here and do our reforms. We'll do the foreign policy, government reform. The awesome part about giving up to the Spanish in the first war is we can now punish the invaders and get this mission as well. And also once we catch up in tech, we can do trading blood for guns, which is going to make give us national cooldown and doubles the chance of scholar ruler personality trait. I also noticed if we get this one right here, we can get no, not that one. This one right here, martial educators will be tripled for our rulers and heirs. So we're going to have specific traits that are going to be very common amongst our rulers. And it's time to reconquer our cores from New Spain. He just existed. Look at that. We also have rebels doing half of the job for us. They can't even get them. AI, why are you so dumb? You stupid, stupid AI. Stupid. Stupid, stupid man. Woman. Alright. Reconquest is EU. We're back. We're so back. This is a bit annoying because now Shizen Itza did get pushed down all the way to level 0. But it's alright. We can upgrade that in the future. We win infrastructure ideas. It's going to be fine. Oh, and we got the sources of obsidian now, which is going to give us an additional 5% infantry combat ability from this privilege right here. Wait for the month tick. And we're now at 35% infantry combat ability with just quality ideas. And yeah, innovative ideas would even be better. We went quality innovative. We could get 15 infantry combat ability here, so we could be at 50% infantry combat ability. So now the more I think about it, maybe we should have went innovative ideas first. It would have helped us with our tech, catching up in tech. It would have helped us with advisors, getting innovativeness now that we are able to get innovativeness, because all game you're not able to. Okay, and got back our provinces, and I think that lets us click our mission tree, getting our revenge. Punish the invaders. So we're able to get missionary strength till the end of the game. We can do manpower and governing capacity. Or we can get high American. No. What? Oh, but we lose the infantry combat ability. Oh. Okay, because we changed our unit type to High American, we lose the 15 infantry combat ability, but we get High American, which is the most powerful unit pips in the game. So I think that's worth it. I think that's worth it. What do you think, chat? Is that worth? I think it's worth getting High American this early in the game. Usually you have to invade. I know that if you get, if you start invading, you can get High American later either way. Maybe it's better to do the manpower and governing capacity and later get the High American. But I don't know. High American, I just know, you look at the graphs. Pull up the graph right here, chat. If you pull up the graphs, oh no, 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 no. No. Oh. Never mind. I thought they were going to go back to their land and unsiege. Please don't. No! Or we'll get those back one day. We'll get them back. It's okay. Actually, we can use those as a CB against Spain and then just go invade Spain. And we can use this monument to ignore coring cost. Oh, we're so Baroque. Okay, we just need to steal maps from Spain. We need to start stealing maps from Spain ASAP. We can make this faster by also trying to steal maps from Cuba. The invasion begins now. We're going to beginning the invasion so much faster. I think we can also start a naval. We can make the invasion fleet. What do we need here? We need to catch up in technology, which we're about to next tech. Less than 3 technologies ahead. He's right now 10, 11, 10. That makes him 2, 2, 0. So he's 4. So getting one more tech, we are going to be able to click this mission. And then we can start building the heavy... You know, we should just start that right now. We should start the fleet now, building now. We can make it even better by building these on all of our shores. Keep in mind, we also have pretty good construction time. What's stopping us? Oh, ooh. Should definitely reduce this inflation when we have the chance, but we're just going to eat it for now. We'll just eat the inflation for now. Get this shipyard so we build our navy even faster. And while that is building, we want to start going to sell titles here. Going to go into here, develop a couple times so we can get to 15 crownlands. I know we don't have burger loyalty. Oh my god, not efficient. But there we go. We're at now 20 crownlands. That's good for autonomy, and we can start the construction of our grand navy, our invasion fleet, which needs to be 20 heavies. 20 heavies and 40 transport, which we do not have the sailors to build. Let's just start with the heavies then. 10 heavies. All right, it's time to abdicate. Boom. 666 ruler, making insane amount of mana generation right now. 14, 12, 13, not bad. Could be better though. And now we can do trading blood for guns. Doubles the chance of scholar personality trait and randomly distributes 10 development in our nation. We're still right now around 4th GP. We actually almost same development as Spain. Income could be a lot better, but you know, we're only now starting to like catch up and build a bunch of stuff. We do want to build a lot of production manpower buildings. We get 4 more barracks. We can get 5 mill development and get this one right here. If we get 30 army professionalism, we can get this right here. And then we also need to get workshops on grain. That's also really important, so we can continue our mission tree there. So while we're building up our fleet, as you can see, we're building up our grand fleet to do the invasion. We are also building up our nation and trying to get our economy up to par as fast as possible with the situation that we are in now. And it's good that we went infrastructure ideas now. Like now I'm feeling okay about infrastructure ideas. Yeah, maybe innovative ideas would have been better. Maybe economic ideas would have been better. But the construction time, the construction cost, the dev cost are all coming into the clutch right now and helping us scale our nation to be able to take on European powers much easier. I'm not sure what to go for our third idea group. So for now, we'll just do humanist ideas. Maybe we'll get the -10 idea cost. Oh, by the way, we should do this real quick. Steal some maps from Spain. Steal maps, Caribbean Sea. Ho ho ho. Ho ho ho. Spain should be shivering right now, shivering in his boots. Yeah, I'm thinking diplomatic would make a lot of sense. Province war score cost, the diplomats, we can start improving relations. Espionage could be good for aggressive expansion impact. The diplomat advisor cost, siege ability. Innovative if we wanted to get more infantry combat ability, but I'm not really on that boat right now, especially since we've lost 15% from going high American. So I'm still debating what idea groups would go. What idea group would you go in this situation? Exploration could be good as well. Get more colonial range, but to me colonial range doesn't really matter that much because we can hop on their colonies and later on when we have the money, we can just upgrade this monument to level 3 and we just don't need to care about coring range. Of course, that's pretty expensive investment, but if we build a strong economy, we'll have a lot of money. And we can unify the Yucatan Peninsula, giving us a bunch of mill points, actually. Right away. Thank you, because we already have a 6-6 ruler. And 1,000 ducats. And now, with our fleet built, we can click our next mission. The invasion fleet. Thousands of ships have set sail towards the sunrises. Thousands of ships and tens of thousands of men ready to conquer the first coast they stumble upon. Should they be prepared, we'll be ready to take them out. Should they be unprepared, then our victory will be guaranteed. We now have the Sunset Invasion CB. Okay, strengthen the put, and this also makes oh, I can't take it. But if we were able to take it, the draft ships would it be 10 ships from the burghers instead of 5. Pretty big. Now we have a CB against, I guess, Portugal, Spain. We can't really see anyone else. Trying to steal maps now. This is how much we conceive the world thanks to Spain. The time has come. Spain will now be destroyed. Oh. Show superiority. Okay, we'll do first real conquest. Next war we'll do the Sunset Invasion CB. We're just out here sinking all their boats. Don't mind if I do. It's time. We're going to go dry landing. This is probably a horrible idea. Let's go. Honestly, I probably can just end this war now. Nope, he doesn't want to. All right, Azores. We're landing on the Azores now. The Azores have been conquered. And I can actually take the Azores. Oh. Alright. Also do this. Cost 40 Tonali. Construction cost, construction time. Do this. Counted advisor. Let's go. Conquering. Our army probably is gonna die here, so might as well rush Lisboa while we can. It's gonna cost him some army professionalism, but I'm thinking we should do this. Loan. Take another loan. Just to be sure that our conquest is successful here, we will just hire an army right here. Okay. We're now here, conquering Conquering Iberia. No one expects the Aztec sunset invasion. Losing some money here, but it's fine. How much money are we losing? 43 ducats a month. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. I'm here, guys. Don't mind me. Yep. We've just changed our architecture style as well. Don't mind us. Yeah. Yeah, I can steal more maps. I forgot. We can get the Telepocali Academies. That actually gives us ooh. Local governing increase +5 though. Yeah. But it's still really good, you know. We got the local organizations, +1 manpower in every province, and also more local manpower. That's pretty cool. Okay. Oh, I think this is a fair peace deal. He tried to take our gold mines. I take your gold mines. And just make sure we got everything back. Oh, we don't need these. Already we're getting a bunch of AE. We don't need those provinces. Yeah. The snake has landed, not the eagle. France is 64% weaker than us. What? Okay, next mission, Kalpuli households. In 1 mil, we're 666, so that's just gonna be 100 points. And barracks regimental camps will now give -10 local regiment costs and local regiment recruitment time. Okay. Economy is a bit lacking, honestly. I could have min-maxed economy a bit more. Yeah, and economic ideas would have probably been better. But I don't know. I don't regret the infrastructure ideas. We are able to reduce the inflation manually. And we're doing fine in tech and ideas. Okay, now that we're conquering... Well, actually, I should do this just a couple more times. Okay, now that we're conquering, we're going to switch our deity. And we're going to go for the aggressive expansion and core creation one. And we're going to declare war on Portugal now that our truce is over. Or show superiority. And we actually have more troops in them just by ourselves. We did have to dev the institution. This is another case where infrastructure ideas came in the clutch. We ended up deving it in Tlaxcala. It's now a 36 dev province right here, which is fine because we're going to need a couple 30 dev provinces in the Mexico region. It's our second 30 dev, above 30 dev provinces after Mexico. And that's going to be our printing press. We're going to use this local organization plus the edict around Tlaxcala. It's actually in a great place where it can spread in 3 states at the same time. And I've integrated 2 of my subjects. I'm about to integrate a 3rd one right here, even with the zero diplomatic reputation. So I can put this local organization here and increase the spread that way. And we're going to just start saving up money so we can accept this institution so we don't fall behind in technology. Right now, we're 33 years until we're behind in technology. Besides that, we're about to finish our espionage ideas. Policies aren't the best. Our spy network construction is going to be insanely fast, actually. Yeah, we're gonna have 120% spy network construction speed. That's so fast. But besides that, and then also the army professionalism is nice considering we're already at 30. But with these conquests, and we can actually see all of Europe. Wait, what? When did this happen? I guess once I cored this land. We did core the land over here, by the way. The gold mine is a full core. All of these provinces are full cores. It's kind of okay. Our governing capacity is fine. We do need to build more governing capacity buildings. We could even build state houses, but yeah. Now the sunset invasion begins, hopefully without too much aggressive expansion. Wait, it's the Palatinate that got the Burgundian inheritance? What? And then Ottomans are just being a monster. Both Ottomans and Mamluks are being monsters. What the? And Transoxiana too. So you can see it's almost like every nation in Western Europe. So if we go into subcontinent region, Western Europe, every nation in Western Europe, we get sunset invasion. Austria, Thuringia, we have sunset invasion. The Papal States, we have sunset invasion on them. Ooh, Papal States. That reminds me of something. Let's go! And we've also landed in England. Well, landed is, some of us survived. I don't know where we're replenishing our men from. Back wipe something. Funny is seeing the AI just running away from us. I don't even feel that strong, but I guess we are that strong. Oh my god, it's the British, and they're getting wrecked. They're getting wrecked. And that's another conquest completed. Settling in Europe. We'll gain the ability to make our overseas subjects into colonies through established sunset colony diplomatic action, which requires us to make subjects. So we're gonna have to make a subject to make him a colony. It's not like normal colonies where we're gonna get a pop-up now saying, dude, turn this guy into a colony. That's not how it works. Funny enough, the monarchy of Portugal fled to Brazil, integrating all of his subjects, and also making mainland Portugal a personal union of Brazil. I'm actually like outnumbered here against this army, but even with 10 discipline difference, somehow coming out on top through the Spanish army. Using the Sunset CB, we destroyed Spain. We took the Iberian Windmills mission, which gave us a bunch of money and improved the stats of our ruler. And we can now do the Chinapa farms, which required us to have 5 provinces that are producing grain, have workshop, and at least 10 development. Gonna also give us a new economic policy. We even take that economic policy. We can't. But grain will produce 25% more local goods produced and 5 dev cost, and global 5% good produced. We're pretty far from that one. For our next idea group, we're going to go with administrative. We're having governing capacity problems. The core cost reduction will be really good since we are taking a lot of land directly. And really that's the 2 main reasons why we're doing administrative ideas. Next, we attacked Morocco and Tunis. We released the vassal of Tafilat and made it a sunset colony, which changed its color to ours and gave it mechanics just like a normal colony. Also interesting is that we it's like a vassal or a client state rather than a colony, because all the other provinces that we have in this region aren't automatically going to the colony. Interesting. Wait a second, since there's a gold mine in Tafilat, they have gold shipments. They can't send it though since Mexico is downstream. So after developing 5 provinces to 30 in the Mexico or Mesoamerican region, we can click this, which will give us base manpower and 2 manpower in Mexico, as well as make the increased levies estate privilege better. So now we're getting manpower not only from ownership of land, but also from loyalty of the estate. And then the gold of Mexico makes Mexico area get 20% goods produced, which is this state right here, these 5 provinces. And unlocks the Mexican gold mines Pushiteta privilege, which grants us minus 50% gold depletion chance and plus 0.10 yearly inflation reduction. When this privilege is enacted, all gold provinces in Mexico and Central America will gain 0.5 local goods produced. That is like having 2.5 development on each gold mine. And give it a second, and okay, yeah, we're at like 100 income right now, or 100 balance rather. I think what we'll do now is increase Alhambra by 1 level. Just let it do it naturally for now, and when we have the extra manpower and money, we will spend it on there. We still have a couple more buildings to do in the Mexico region. You notice we're kind of ignoring the New World right now. I don't really have much interest in conquering the New World. I do want to continue conquering in the Old World though. And conquering is exactly what we did, starting with the city of Rome. Okay, I'm only going to take 1 province from this war. Rome. And that should... Yep. That makes it possible for us to see what we need to form the Roman Empire. Yeah, there's no conversion needing. One of the requirements of becoming the Roman Empire is that you're either a Christian or pagan. And Nahuatl is a pagan faith, so we can form the Roman Empire, which is what we intend to do. Probably the title of the video is saying it, so I don't know at this point. Did I give up? Probably not, because this is already looking in like pretty easy. We have to just get 398 more provinces in Europe. Yeah, no problem, no problem. And after integrating our subjects and defeating the Apache a little bit, we now have... Oh my god. Oh, Talatoni of Mexico. And that's going to be the end of our unifying Mexico mission tree, which is going to give our ruler 1 admin point, 1 admin, 1 diplo, and also going to give our name is now Aztalan. This also gives us the ability to colonize neighboring provinces using a different mechanic. Wait, where is it? Unlocks the Establish American Frontiers decision. Government reform progress at least 75. Okay, so when I get 75 for government reform progress, we'll be able to do that. Record these real quick. Okay, we're gonna go for like a simple peace deal here. We're gonna have to, at some point, just get ready to do the truce cycling if we want to do this. I just made France and Florida bankrupt. All right, another war. I think at this point, you know, it's just going to be conquest. There's not going to be much difficulty to this. Wait, Tafilet is giving me a merchant. So they do give merchants. They just don't show it. It doesn't show right here. I'm getting a merchant. I just made him bigger. And now he's giving me a merchant. Let's go. Upgraded Alhambra to level 3 now, but it's going to take some time. We do have some extra manpower, so I'll just put that in there. That 5 admin efficiency is going to make conquering a lot faster. I somehow, without even trying, spawned global trade. I mean, it's in Sevilla, but still, I spawned global trade here. That's pretty nice. Unexpected, but I guess there's no other node with this value. The channel's close, but our next war is going to be against Tunis, who's actually allied to Ottomans. Ottomans are actually allying everyone on our border. They all allied Songhai, they allied Tunis. That's no problem. Let's just do this. Attacks Tunis, sunset, invasion, CB. We're just here fighting the Ottomans on their side of the strait. I was able to push out, but I think I lose this naval battle. I don't know. Let's try it. Do I lose this land battle? Why is he coming into me? I'm low morale from fighting battles, but I have no idea what's going on. I'm not blocking the strait anymore. That's what's going on. And I'm losing navally. There are actually so many Ottomans. What the heck? Alright. Well, enough horsing around. I've upgraded my boats. I got my Galileas. We got all of our troops in a good way. They're blockading me and they're... Okay. Let's just do this maneuver. Epic. Zoom in. Oh, it's not fast enough. We went too fast. Moment of truth. Why does he have so much more engagement with? Oh, his leader maneuver is really good. That's why. This guy. All right. This time we'll win the battle. Naval battle's already won. Where's his boats at? Where's your boats at, buddy? Oh, they're right here. Now we lose the battle. Well, we don't need to win navally against this Ottoman. We can just take 3,000 ducats and 1 province from him. Thank you very much. And then, wait, we need to highlight. Get the highlighter. Okay, we need this. Not really much to ask for. The war against Spain done. This time they called a crusade. Did end up losing a lot of troops. Decided to go diplomatic ideas for next idea group. You can actually feed your colony outside of its colonial region, just like normal colonies. All right, time to continue our wars, this time against Great Britain. Okay, now I've committed a lot of resources into a navy, and now I'm sinking the British Navy. I think I'm still going to struggle in the Mediterranean just because I don't have galleys. Developing, like we would have to develop or like delete to build more buildings. Could build more of these. Oh, I also could build a couple more state houses. That's true. All right, so another peace deal against England. I do think we need London. Oh wait, we don't even need London for this. We do need the Stonehenge. We can relocate this back home. We can move it to Mexico. Oh my god. You know what? I'm gonna do that. How much does this cost? It's free. Stonehenge, we moved. Oh, and Great Britain's bankrupt. The Stonehenge is now in Mexico. Great. Still demolishing. Oh. Okay, yeah. The Tech 18 pips are actually no. Like every time we upgrade our pips, we're just so ahead of everyone else. It's like we have a huge tech advantage. It's actually no joke. Oh no, we're outnumbered. Oh, well, we lost that battle. Oh no, we're outnumbered. Oh, we won that one. For some reason, I completely forgot I had a golden era. Entirely forgot about it. So I'm just going to do that now. Why not? It's going to make this next part a lot better and a lot easier. I mean, it's good that we have it now because now we're going to do a lot of coring. We do have to keep in mind our governing capacity. And we're also really behind on reforms now that I think about it. War with France done, but now I'm starting a new war with Spain because our truce just expired. Through the truce cycling phase of Conquest, we gotta keep declaring war. We have the option to pause when truces are up so we don't miss the truce or end up in a coalition because that will slow us down a lot. Another war against Spain done. Next war is now going to be the Ottomans. We're gonna go for Egypt. Not this time, Ottomans. We are ready navally. And we have taken many of your boats. I didn't even have transports in this fleet. I just realized we're at war with Delhi. That's kind of interesting. Would this be technically the first time that the Aztecs are seeing... Oh my god, we're demolishing. Oh wow, we just stack wiped. This is the first time we're seeing elephants. Like these people from Mexico, this is the first time they're seeing elephants just casually. I don't know. How would they react? How would they react? How would the Aztecs react? How does this impact LeBron James' legacy? That's what we should be asking. Reportedly, LeBron James didn't use trade companies. Wait, what? Because this is a sunset colony, New World nations can attack it. I have to enforce peace. Oh my. You're joking. That's so bad. Time to upgrade some monuments. I'm gonna go with Chichen Itza. Also upgrade the Stonehenge, which is in Mexico City. And probably after that, we're gonna do this one. The coring range is kind of cool. Coring distance and also culture conversion time. Because like I said, we are culture converting a bit since our culture gets a lot of bonuses. So might as well do it. Not only that, Mexico has like 4 different culture groups, which is really interesting to see considering the entire Middle East, including Turkey, has 1 culture group. Don't ask questions. I don't want the answer for these kind of questions, honestly. In other news, the entirety of Iberia basically is Nahuatl now. So we're like sacrificing people's hearts in the middle of Toledo. That's something to visualize. AI? No, actually, don't. Expanding has gotten a lot more aggressive, but we can click a mission, actually 2 missions here. We can do connecting the 2 oceans, which gives us the access to the Panama Canal without having the administrative technology requirement, and also unlocks a conditional modifier for the Panama Canal, giving 50% reduced trade penalty on non-main trade node and 5% trade efficiency. That reduced trade penalty is actually really legit. Which means that we can now produce the Panama Canal for 20,000 ducats. Very affordable. And the next is La Rose et l'Elise. Rose et l'Elise. And we can actually destroy the monuments of France, which would be, there's 3 of them. There's this one right here, which gives religious unity, tolerance of true faith. There's this one right here, which gives from tax modifier. And then there's one right here, which gives province governing costs in the area. We can actually destroy all of them. And each one we destroy, we get 100 of every single point. So 300 total points. Since we're a bit ahead here on admin, what we can do, we can farm a little bit of absolutism by doing this, stabbing up, then putting this back up and stabbing up again. Then we can hit this. I'm just gonna destroy all of them. Oh, it just deletes them. It's not like the Madrid one where we can rebuild it. No, they just get destroyed. All right, well, back to conquering. We gotta attack the Ottomans before they join a coalition against us. So. And with 40 innovativeness, yeah, we conquered some more off-screen. With 40 innovativeness, we were able to get Symposium of the Two Worlds, getting 800 Splendor, which was a waste because I already have all of the bonuses in the page. But 10 dev cost in the entire, oh no, it's just 10 dev cost. We just get 10 dev cost all over the world. Like, no matter what. It's not just in a specific region. What's Hungary doing here? What? Alright, now it's really starting to pick up. We don't really care aggressive expansion anymore. Or overextension. We do care governing capacity. Make sure we're building all the courthouses we can. We're missing a lot of courthouses, actually. And also complete a war against England. I think it's fine. But what we can do now is we can actually release Scotland. Well, actually, before we release Scotland, let's do the Fall of the Isles. All of the Isles. And that gives us actually discounted naval advisor. If I do. And also gave us Navy tradition and unlocks another thing in the Stonehenge. Another modifier. That's for level 3. It gives us tolerance to true faith and cost of advisor with ruler's culture. Final thing, sail towards the sunrise. The event sunrise invasion happens. Keep in mind that if you decided earlier on punish the invaders to not take high American troops, sail towards the sunrise will give you high American no matter what. So if you decided to take the missionary strength or the accepted culture and governing capacity, now clicking this, how the tables have turned. Oh, how the turntables would give us high American. And actually, for some reason, it switched our unit type anyways. And now all my units are low morale. What? Alright, well, we're high American again. Even though we already are high American. There's a couple... That completes basically all the missions we're going to do. I don't think we will get to this. I didn't go exploration ideas, so I'm just going to have to wait until the map reveals itself. But if we are able to see East Asia, we'll get a sunrise CB on basically East Asia, China, and Japan. And if we do that, we chase the sun, get 175 provinces in the Far East, we actually get a unique naval doctrine that gives minus 100 attrition when loaded on ships. So basically 0 attrition when you're on your boats, which is really good. Really good because, you know, we've been losing a lot of troops to attrition just on boats going from New World to Old World. Also, naval move speed's pretty good, and global engagement is also really good. Weird about green Scotland, isn't right? Something about this. Interestingly enough, he does keep his cores even after becoming a sunset colony. It's a little small coalition, but it's fine. We'll just recycle the people we have truces with, like France, Great Britain, and Ottomans. Be okay. We can even attack Austria right now too. Yeah, we'll just recycle. It'll be fine. I'm pretty sure it'll be fine. And if not, I'm about to become economic hegemon. We'll just recruit like 10 merc stacks and have like 600k troops, and we'll be fine. It'll be fine either way. The ignoring coring range monument is so cursed because you end up getting provinces like this that you can never go to without stealing maps. Alright, final GB war. Let's see if we get their colonies. Yeah. Do get their colonies. Oh, wow. And we're now making enough to become the economic hegemon. Boom. Huh. You don't see that every day. Okay. Not a problem. The French war done? Yoink. Just realized how big Lithuania is. This is fine. No manpower, a bajillion rebels. This is fine. Boop. Beep. Well, oh, casually getting the Sunset Invasion achievement. Not bad. There it is. Well, we're so close to the end here, but the coalition is back. So I think I'm just gonna truce break Ottomans. For this last part, we just need 15 war score. Now for the moment we've all been waiting for. Restore the Roman Empire. Before we do that though, let's just look at all the beautiful things that we converted. Just spent a lot of our extra Diplo power on culture converting because we got so many bonuses to the Aztec culture. Interesting, interesting, interesting. One last thing we did not check. It was the colonial system. I never got a third sunset colony. Basically, sunset colonies are vassals that you cannot integrate that give you a merchant and have tariffs. So they are pretty much like colonies. Let's take a quick look at the world. Brazil was there from the beginning. We did that to Portugal. It's big Somalia, big Transoxiana. Whoa, big Transoxiana, big Russia. Weird looking Prussia. And let's look at the timeline. Honestly, I could have played a lot faster. I could have been more aggressive with my blobbing. I could have probably done this like 100 years earlier, probably even faster. We were min-maxing harder, but we're taking it chill. We're just having a good time, I guess. Having a fun campaign. Having a good time. Yeah, here's where we lost to Castile, and then we reformed. And then let's see, once we reformed, see how fast we make it to the old world. Oh, we're there. We're in the old world. And then I just stopped caring about the new world. I just didn't want any more land in the new world. I just felt like it would just take my governing capacity, and the land would be kind of useless. I don't know, that's how I see it at least. For what we're trying to do. I think the smarter thing would have been to focus Ottomans and Mamluks right away. Since then you don't get aggressive expansion with the Europeans. I built too much AE too fast. And you can see I was eating very small bits because I was like, we're not ready to take on this much AE. And then I started taking more, and then here's where I stopped caring. And then you can see I slowed down a bit because the coalition was actually a bit problematic. We still expanded. We just true cycled. And in the last 20 years, we go a little bit crazy. Boom. There you have it. Nahuatl Roman Empire. Bunch of Roman culture all over the place. Roman. In quotations, Roman. Income's probably ruined. Yeah, it's like 1,200 less because now we're over here. This, if I let the game go one day, unless we move our capital back, which we can't do, is going to turn into a colony. Yep. There you go. See? It turned into a colony right away. And now our economy is probably even worse. Yep. Hey, we're not going to keep playing. This was just for the memes, kind of. Nahuatl Roman Empire. You don't see that every day. New mission tree. Pretty fun. I recommend it. Check it out. I definitely want to try going the other way. You know, especially since you can get this really powerful naval doctrine if you conquer 100 provinces in the Far East. Other than that, I'm out. Thank you for watching. Thank you, my direct supporters and patrons: Hardbam, Djex, Mason Andruska, Chogos, Fields, Buttermilk Jesus, Nexos, Endless Knight, Zerovia, Fabulous Snail, Lawfer, Beyond, Tonics, Colcarp, Johan Askelon, Shannon Altier, Trevor Cosman, Doomer, Diane Mason, and ETW. If you want to directly support this channel, you can by joining my Patreon, and you do get some sick perks for doing so. Thank you for watching.